Yo, what up, guys? This is the voice of Mr. Solution. So, what we want to do this morning is to take a closer look at BTC to watch the moves so that we can predict what will possibly happen. And please know that I'm not a financial advisor. So, whatever it is you'll be learning from this channel, know that it's for educational purposes. Okay, so do not take it as any form of financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Okay, so do your own research. Do not swallow everything hook, line, and sinker. So what we intend to do this morning is to look at BTC to foretell what it can possibly do, right? So, because right now the market is a bit dicey. Everybody is sitting on their hands. People are watching, looking for what will happen. So I put up this video to help us do the observation closely. Okay, let's do it together. And please, if you're looking for a community of traders where you can join to participate in my daily signals and all that, I invite you to my Telegram channel. The link will be at the description section. Okay, and then if you're looking for a community where you can equally share ideas, okay, I also invite you to our cryptocurrency community there on Telegram. The link will equally be at the description. Okay, so let's go right ahead. And before us is 15 minutes time frame. We start with 15 minutes time frame, then we can go to the daily time frame. Okay, so from the 15 minutes time frame, we see this move. Look at this move that happened there, that dropped, saw BTC go as low as almost 41.8 or thereabout. BTC dropped to close to $41,800 a couple of days back. Okay, then after that, we'll be seeing this series of moves and all that forming this channel. This is 15 minutes charts forming this channel, and so far so good. The move has been right inside that channel. Okay, the move has been right inside that channel, and I wanted to note these various levels I have already drawn out. These are the various levels that we need to keep our eyes on. Okay, these levels will have to be respected. And you can see that so far, these levels have well been respected by BTC movement. We saw it from here, okay? Getting to this very place, it came down again. So this line has served as the upsloping support, whereas this has continually served as the upsloping resistance. Okay, so far everything, we can't really say that we can't shout kumbaya, we can't sing kumbaya that we are not, because we are currently not out of the danger zone. Things are still looking gloomy right now. Okay, so it's not really time for us to shout kumbaya that we're out of danger zone. We are still currently within the danger zone. This is the danger zone. This line, okay, the market's the danger zone from the free zone. So as long as BTC is still below this very line, this shaded region, as long as BTC is still below it, it's really not time for us to shout kumbaya. Okay, it's still within we are still within the danger zone. Okay, so what I'm actually expecting is that we get this move continue, maybe probably it keeps forming, it keeps happening, and the next move might just be here. It gets here, it drops again, and then it will continue onto this upsloping support is broken. If this upsloping support is broken, that means you're actually looking at getting down to 47,274. But then I want you to understand something, that BTC currently is standing on one leg. For it to have a well-balanced posture, it needs to complete this very leg. Don't mind the analogy, but that's just the way I see it. I see it as BTC standing on one leg. It's just like a tripod stand. A tripod stand is meant to have 3 legs. So when one of the legs is missing, you can only see there is always a disbalance until the missing leg comes back to, join it. So that's actually what is happening to BTC right now. It's still standing on one leg. This sharp drop, something has to be done. And for something to be done, there should be there should be another drop to that region. It might probably not get to this very point, okay? But then there should be a kind of drop that should, to an extent, balance this posture, this imbalanced posture, if I should use the word, right? So that's just what I'm expecting. I'm saying that we might continue to, range within this channel, get to this place drop. You can see here, this was an initial resistance that eventually turned to a support. You see BTC going up from here, right? It got to this very point, broke out of it, went to this very resistance, touched resistance, came down again to the support, touched it, went below it, went up again. And, so probably we keep getting this, all right? So right now you have to keep your eyes on this channel. Keep your eyes on this channel to see what works. But then if this should continue, if we do not get a drop from here and it keeps going, that means I am expecting a heavy drop from here. Eventually, if it gets here, there will be a drop. That's around 53K region or thereabouts. So anytime BTC gets to this very place, I'm expecting a drop, because it can't just happen like this. This imbalance can't continue. Something has to be done. So whenever BTC breaks out of this channel, the likely areas of support are this 47K, and then we have the 44K, and probably worst case scenario, if we get a sharp drop as we got here, so we should be expecting something around 42, 41K, right? We should be expecting around 42, 41K. So what it means is that if you're taking any long position, you need to be very, very careful. You need to be very, very careful. As a matter of fact, I don't think I really buy into the idea of taking any long position, especially in this 15-minute time frame. Seeing what is happening, seeing that this is actually a danger zone, right? This is a danger zone. Anything can happen. And if eventually we get a break below this, this is the next place we are looking at. Okay, so that's for the 15 minutes time frame. Let's go to the higher time frame, which is the 1 hour time frame, to also see what the time frame presents for us. Okay, for the 1 hour, okay, you see it almost has the same as the 15 minutes time frame. We just draw the next support to accompany it. We have this as well. We have this as well. Okay, so we still have this, the same thing, right? So we still have BTC within this channel. Okay, within this channel with the upsloping supports and the upsloping resistance, all performing the same function. Whereas why this serves as a resistance, this serves as a support. So these are the likely areas we are anticipating that BTC will drop to. Okay, so eventually it could get to this very place, comes back here, and then drops to this. But then, like I said, this channel is an area of focus. Anything that happens within this channel will, to a large extent, tell us what will happen. Okay, will tell us the next move we should be anticipating. But like I said, I'm not really bullish, because this very leg needs to be balanced. So what is obtainable in 15 minutes time frame is also what we can see in the 1 hour. From the 1 hour, we go to the 4 hours. Okay, we see what the 4 hours presents for us. Okay, you see, virtually all the time frames have the same role, they have the same function, they have the same pattern, they have the same type of candle moves and all that. But then I want you to observe something on this 4 hour time frame. I want you to observe the nature of the candles that have been forming. You see, up onto this very point, okay, we see a lot of green candles more than the reds. So what it means that from this point, immediately we got to this drop, and then there was a rejection. And then from here, the bulls, you are more like in control. Then it got to this very resistance, this upsloping resistance. The bears took charge. How do I know that the bears are in charge? I can see the number of red candles. Compare it to the number of the green. We see that the bears are in control. So what it means is that right now, being bullish here is I think it's tantamount to gambling. Okay, it's really not right for you to take any bullish stand as it stands here. Don't take any bullish stand as it stands here, because of what is obtainable here. You can see the reds, compare the number of red candles to the number of greens. You will see that the reds are dominating, telling us that the bears are in control. That's for the 4 hours. So the same thing obtainable in 15 minutes and 1 hour are also what we can see in this 4 hour charts. Okay, that right now that BTC is still moving within this channel, and then we are anticipating that something will happen. And what we're anticipating is that there's going to be a drop. And if that drop eventually happens, the next support we should be getting is 47K. And then if we miss this support, the next likely support is 44. If you miss it, the next one should be around 41, 42K. Okay, around this, around that price. That's what is happening. And then, like I said initially, this, I'm not comfortable with this. In fact, from my experience, from my knowledge so far of analysis and all that, whenever there is usually a sharp drop and then there is a weak rejection, there is the formation of a weak signals rejection, no matter how far the price moves, eventually it always comes back to retest it. Not exactly. It might not really drop to this 41.8 that it went to initially, but then maybe something around 42 or 41.7. Worst case scenario, we could have something lower. Okay, we could get something lower, and if eventually we lose this support, the next place is this 39,389. See why I said I'm not really overtly bullish when it comes to BTC right now. I'm not really pretty much interested in taking any long position. I think I'll be more confident when this balance, okay, when this posture is corrected, okay, when this disbalance in BTC is corrected, the second leg needs to be formed, because that's pretty much healthy for it. For us to have any significant move upwards, this posture needs to be corrected. This balance needs to be corrected. So pretty much this area still serves as an area of resistance for BTC. Okay, so it's possibly we keep doing this, we keep ranging within this channel, and then eventually gets here, then the drop occurs. But just note that we are anticipating a drop. That's really what I'm anticipating right now. Then from the 4 hour, we move to the daily chart to see what the daily chart presents for us. Okay, we're waiting for the daily chart to come up. You see, all are saying the same thing. If you look at the daily chart, you can see that we had how many red days? We had 1, 2, 3. 3 red days, and right there we had 1, 2, 3. We had 3 green days, so to say. We can't really call it a bullish day. We can't really call the 3 days totally bullish, but since they all closed in green, we can just say that they were all green days, so to say. Then we have this recent candle that is forming right now. We have this candle that is forming. This is the candle that is forming, and today has not ended. And so far, it's looking bearish. So far, this candle is looking bearish. So something is expected to happen. You can see this very candle that has formed. And then if you, with your knowledge of trading, whenever this type of candle forms in a chart, you know what its portends, you know what is forecast. So we actually, I'm still expecting a drop. I'm still expecting a drop. Probably not to 41.8 or there, but then there should be a drop that should balance this. So you can see that both from 15 minutes to 1 hour to 4 hours and daily, all of them are all showing us bearish signs. So taking any long position, taking any long trade as regards BTC right now, I think is it's a risk, right? So I wouldn't really be interested in taking any long position. I wouldn't really be interested in taking any long position right now. Rather, I'll be looking for places to place my short. Currently I have an ongoing short position that entered around $51,050. Okay, I took an entry short position on BTC around $51,050, and I had 2 targets. One target was 49,530, and the next is around 48K. So far, first target has been crushed. I'm waiting for the second target. And then depending on how the drop comes, if the second target comes and I see that BTC is still looking bearish, I could probably leave it to maybe 47K or thereabout. But so far, this is actually my outlook on BTC. I'm not really bullish. I haven't seen anything that will make me flip bullish, except you are a spot trader. Okay, I trade futures. Futures is my forte. So I am really not pretty much a good holder when it comes to Bitcoin. So I just want to flip it and make the profit as it comes. I can hold other altcoins, but BTC, I'm not very good at holding it. So I just want to flip it. Okay, buy low, sell high, buy low, and it keeps on going that way. So this is just what I want us to share. This is just what I want to share with us. This is what I want us to see about the market, and then so that you can be better prepared, you can be better armed to know what you should be expecting. Right. So guys, if you love my content, kindly hit the subscribe button. You could share the video to your friends, families, and any crypto enthusiasts that is in your contact list. I'll come your way again. I remain your man, Mr. X to the O to the L to the U to the Sean, Mr. Solution.